Really, Joe rugged the POODLCAST? Oh, come on. No, that's right. All right, we are going to see if this works, everybody. I'm traveling again. Hey, Poodle fam. This is it. My life is I'm traveling. I don't have no idea how many different locations I have done the POODLCAST from at all. But it's been a lot. It has been a lot, that's for sure. So I am in a beautiful Long Beach, California, so actually not far from my house. I am on hotel Wi-Fi right now. I just brought the little Porta mic. We're here. I'm on my laptop. I'm in the lobby because, well, that's the only place I can find a seat and you have some decent Wi-Fi. So I knew this was going to be a tough one this week because I was going to be traveling again. But here, Long Beach, California, the home of palm trees, the Queen Mary, and Snoop Dogg. So what else you need? That's everything we need. So hang in there, guys. If the stream's not fantastic, my apologies. Hopefully we get there and we're good. I set us to be a little bit behind, so hopefully we're good. Hold on, let me do something here. There we go. Starting recording. All right, we're good. So, Poodle fam. Dang, what a week, huh? It's awesome to come into an episode, wake up this morning, see a pump for the last couple days, and we are getting there. It's great to see the NFTs starting to populate on OpenSea. We're seeing that go. We are rolling fast, everybody. So what we're going to do today, so let me go over today's episode. So, every new year, right, is kind of when you start thinking about what it is. Let me move the chat over here. So tell me all if this starts breaking up. Good seeing everyone on the chat. Every New Year's, right, it's kind of when you start thinking about, your life, kind of where, things are heading. And you make resolutions, right? Some people do it for health or money or whatever your resolutions are going to be for that year. And so I started doing a lot of thinking, and I kind of came up with 5 things where, I'm going to call them my crypto resolutions. And I think that as I started thinking about it a bit more, they applied a lot to, in general, like Poodle itself, but also just some good habits for people to have, and they're ones that I'm going to have for myself. And so I was going to share those this week. Excuse me for a sec. And then I think we can learn a lot from it, and especially as a community looking forward of kind of what we're going to do, where we're at. We know that this token is in a kind of a turning point right now, I think. And so this is how we're going to look at it. So anyway, that being said, I will apologize I'm going to apologize. I'm going to spend the whole episode apologizing to you. So I have no idea if you can hear the background music of the Westin Long Beach right now. Yeah, who knows? We'll see. We got lots of people walking by and doing the, hey, what's up? And they have no idea that I'm doing a podcast live about Poodle. But, maybe I can pull somebody in and have them buy some tokens here. So good to see everyone on the chat. Resolutions for the year. I've taken you through a Canadian episode. We do a Canadian episode? We can do a Canadian episode. Why not? So let's see here for a second. I want to reflect back to the first episode. I gave the story of how I have been impacted by Poodle and the Poodle community. I realized how we all really changed one another's lives. We have a community of people who believe not just in this token, but in one another. I don't think we should downplay the Poodle Academy and watching how people can come in and ask legit questions and get real knowledge, right, on how to be a smart investor, learn a little bit about what Poodle is, and be able to know how to not get scammed in crypto. And we're the only community who really does that. I've shared that when I first invested, that was one thing that drew me to really loving this token, because the community helped me out. I took a leap of faith and I trusted, and they actually came through, and I could just tell that they wanted the best for me. And they wanted me to know that, to do your own research, but they were there to help give answers and let me make wise choices. So that's the first resolution. My first resolution this year is to be the community member back to this community that you all have been to me. Let me say that again. My resolution is to be the community member and give back in the same way you all have given back to me. I remember that I didn't know a lot about crypto. I mean, I've done a lot of research. I've been doing a lot this last year. Still don't consider myself quote unquote expert, but I've definitely done a lot of learning. A lot of that learning came from you all. And I think that what makes us stronger as a community is when we come together and we grow together and we all give of our knowledge collectively. We've seen good debate on the Telegram and online, but we've also seen a genuineness to want everyone to succeed. Not just want Poodle to succeed, but we want everyone to succeed and not get scammed and not get rugged. And that is, I think that's really something special. So I want to encourage everybody, just think how can you help? If you have knowledge and you're special in one thing, we see people always asking risk-related questions about, how tokenomics work, or, what does a certain thing mean? And even though we have the Academy now, there's something about just giving someone an answer, and there's a difference between that and actually educating them. And the more we can come along our community and build them up and educate people on the best way to understand it, right? Because this is a crazy world of crypto, and there's no easy answers on a lot of things. So let's take everybody and guide them through it. And so that is my resolution. First resolution, become the community member that you all were to me. So number one. Second resolution kind of goes along with that one. I've told this story before. Early on, again, especially think about March, this goes with last week's episode. Think about last week's episode where I was warning people about liquidity lock and stuff like that. I also early on fell for all the scams, right? You didn't know, and this is again why I got faith in Poodle, because I knew that the team was here for the good of this token and the good of people in crypto. But there were a lot who were out there that were just there to rug. They were there for the hype, and they knew how to hijack the Telegram. They knew how to fake an account. I didn't really understand the value of we won't DM you first. I remember someone sent me a DM that was like mimicking one of the former admins and said, hey, and even they put their things as won't DM first, and they DM'd me and said, hey, I know it says this. Hey, I just want you to know that, blah, 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 we're bailing on this and going to another token, and this is the contract address that's going to launch, so get ready, blah, 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 blah. And make sure you go throw some, at least 2 BNB in right now, or else you're going to lose out. And I believed them. And it was not the actual person. It was a fake account for that person. And it was a rug, right? Within, I want to say probably no longer did I actually make the buy that it turned around and I saw it shoot up. And I remember I think I even tweeted out something like, 2 BNB is now worth 40 BNB. And then you couldn't sell it. And then the next thing I saw was that big red line shoot straight down. Because I fell for the hype. And so that goes for my second resolution, is even going back to what Crypto Messiah said when he was on the show of, researching, being patient. This is why I've gone 100% into Poodle, and I love this because I get DM'd all the time, especially because as this show, and I know we all do, but especially as this show has gotten popular, and I've gotten, out there publicly, I've seen a lot of people just reach out and say, oh, here, I want you to on this project. Hey, would you mind doing, I mean, I've had invites to do other podcasts for people. And hey, I want you on this project and we'll send you this and this and this and this and this. And, while it's tempting, I know half of it is a scam, because if you go on their page, how many times have you start looking at how many times have they changed the token they're involved in? How many times have they, so it's either, if you're involved in, if you're an admin and you're on your 6th or 7th token, there's one or two things. You either, rugged 5 or 6 other projects, or you're just really bad at projects and they keep failing, and then you think that at some point you're going to get it right. Probably, I'm going to guess either rugged or you're really bad. All right, so let's trust the people who are on 1 to 2 projects, believe in it, and believe in a long-term vision. We've said from day one on Poodle, we know we'll move. We know we're going to get there. We know that we are going to grow. But we're not telling you that it's going to happen tomorrow. Could it? It could. But we're not going to sit there and go online and do rocket moon, boodle, blah, blah, blah. That's it, last chance. No, this is about building a brand, building an awareness, building a community, building value in the token that lasts over time. Right now is a great time to be in, because you're going to find the greatest return on investment. But that doesn't mean that we moon and it shot down, right? We're here to become a staple of the crypto world. And so that's the one thing I'm going to encourage. So my second resolution was be patient. Don't fall for the hype. I'm done with the hype. In fact, I started noticing myself that way recently, especially, I used to follow a lot of the Facebook groups that would be like new coin launches or whatever. And it was so easy to just throw money. And I remember spending time with my family, and I'm finding excuses to go to the bathroom in order to go make a trade because I don't want to miss the launch that then rubbed. And I'm like, how unfair is that to my family? That's my concern, because I see some random person I don't even know through a contract address in Facebook. And I think a lot of us new people, who are new into it, we all fall for that. And it's fine. You know what? Those are things that teach you lessons, right? Sometimes you got to lose money to make money, and maybe that's it. It's a learning curve. So I've decided that my second resolution, be patient, don't fall for hype, believe in the project, and then go from there, right? Make it, and that truly is doing your own research. But it's more than that. It's trusting in you and that you're doing a smart decision, right? Not impulse buying everything you think will make you money, because that's how the scammers make money. And so not going to do that anymore. It might mean I'm in less things, and, Poodle's my thing. Everyone knows that. But maybe dollar cost averaging goes into a lot less projects now. And I think that's okay, because I know that the ones that my money goes into, I've believed in. And I can sleep at night knowing that my money is in places that I believe in and people I can believe in. And even if the worst thing happens, as we've seen, crypto can go down and the whole thing blew up, I wouldn't feel bad about it. And so, because I'm not giving into the hype. So, and we know it's not going to be the case with Poodle. We know we're going to take off. So we know it's just a matter of time. We all know it. And we start seeing the deliverables come out, we're going to get there. So that's it. So that's resolution 2. Hopefully you like resolution 1 and 2 so far. Resolution 3. I'm going out on a limb here on this one. Okay. My crypto resolution number 3, and this is hopefully you can let me. Hopefully I can kind of paraphrase this around, make it make sense, is learn a new skill. Won't make a ton of sense, but the sense of learn a new skill means, can I take what I already know and go into an area that I have no knowledge of? For example, we know the, augmented reality, and I happen to personally be a tech person. Everyone knows that. If you look me up, and you know that and augmented reality expert and things, but I'm really not big on, what is the metaverse coming up? How does the exact blockchain work as far as supply chain and records and all of those things? There's a lot of potential in there. So my resolution is learn something so that I can bring value to this project. Right. I know that when I started this POODLCAST, I did it because, hey, it was a skill that I had an ability, I had a desire, and so it was my way of giving to the project. So that third one is, how can I increase my value for the project? And it's going to mean learning more. It's going to be learning what maybe some of the other admins are doing or other knowledgeable people here on the project are doing, giving a little bit more because, if I were to just give, 5 or 10% more of myself to the project, that could have a huge impact. It could be what puts us over the top. And I know it's not all going to lay on me, but listen with this. What if every one of us put just 5% more in? What if we all learned one little thing extra? Or we became knowledgeable in, what if you could become knowledgeable in every one of the POODLCADemy Rose's filters? So when you have a new member come in and we see someone new on the Telegram asking questions and you partner with them and you answer their questions and you come in as a trusted partner, maybe that little bit, that person you're helping has a skill set. Maybe they're an amazing 3D designer who could take our NFTs and help out moves and can do other stuff and step in and volunteer. Well, they won't do that until they believe that we have a community that's there to help them. So as we can start to grow our own skills, we can give that back. So that was my third resolution. Be able to give in ways I'm not always. And I don't know what that'll look like, but any way I can help the project in ways that I haven't normally, and growing my own skills to do so, just will make us better. And I think that we could all, we all could do a little bit of that. So again, I don't know what that one's going to look like. Maybe that's like the long-term goal, long-term resolution part. Maybe that's most people do the, I want to lose weight over their resolutions, but so maybe it's my, I want to learn how to rock climb, but I gotta lose 30 pounds first, and then I can learn how to rock climb. So maybe that's my thing. I gotta learn some stuff and then see how I give back. So it's kind of a crazy one, but I'm gonna go with it. All right, fourth resolution. Here we go, and I think everybody can do this. Fourth resolution here is to take my wallet and grow it purposefully. And what do I mean by that? I know this is crazy, but I'm in this to make money. I think you're in this to make money. We're all in this to make money. I want to make sure that my wallet itself is a tool for the value of this project. In other words, I'm going to hold. I'm making a resolution that I have a number where I want to get to. I will not sell. I will not do anything other than continue to dollar cost average my way up and being able to purchase and use. So, for example, we know we're going to start a payments gateway. I think that's really exciting, by the way. I think the more we can become an actual utility and being payments gateway will help us. Well, by being able to use my wallet to make purchases with Poodle, I gain value in Poodle. It makes the world understand that Poodle has value. Does that make sense? So I'm using my money to make us money. I'm going to show that Poodle has value beyond just buying, holding, leaving. Does that make sense? Because I think that's if you look at a lot of the tokens that have really made it, they go beyond hype, which we do go beyond hype. But beyond that, people value the token itself. And I think that's really what we want to do in Poodle. Imagine if somebody says, hey, I'm going to take, and we already saw, there was a couple of companies, or definitely one that said, when the payments gateway goes in, they'll accept Poodle as a payment. Well, guess what? I want to be the first person to buy it. Same thing with our NFTs. I want to buy it. and I want poodle value, the value of my wallet to grow, because the value of poodle, not as in its dollar amount per token, but its value as an asset, right? Think of it this way. Gold bars, silver bars have value, and they have a dollar value, but they have value because people see them as valuable, right? There is a commodity to just own it. And I think that that's what we want to get through with Poodle too. We want it to be a brand. We want it to be cool. We want people to say, what's the difference between why people line up for hours to stand outside of a sports store to get the newest Nikes? Because there's value in a Nike, in a new brand, in a specific line. And I think that's what I want Poodle to do. Because if we value the brand and make it that something that's desirable for people to take, to have, to hold, and to want, the value of the wallet goes up. That then in turn is what makes our dollars, our actual value. Well, we will start dropping, where we will actually start dropping zeros. We won't drop zeros until people really want the token, right? We know we're doing the right things with the NFTs, the gateway, the app, all of this stuff. But we have to make it worthwhile for people. Why do they actually want to own the little dog, right? Why would they want to have that? Why do they want to have the POODL token attached to it? So how can we make that valuable? I already know that doing the POODLCAST is one way to do it, but I also think making it something that people want to use is huge. So I can't wait to make purchases with Poodle. I'm going to dollar cost average up. I'm going to keep buying more, and I'm going to use it to make purchases. I'm going to use buy the NFTs so that we get the character out there, we get the apps out there. The project makes money in order to market, right? That increases the value of my wallet itself. I hope that one made sense to everybody. That was the fourth one. Increase the value of my bag because Poodle is now more desirable. All right. Fifth resolution. Fifth resolution is a crypto resolution. And here it is. And it's to say thank you. I think that a lot of tokens often are, being honest, if you look at a lot of the other tokens out there, they're very selfish, right? The people behind it are selfish. You see people out there and tokens that, demean women and all of whatever, and have racist Telegram groups and don't value the community behind it. And I think that we know we don't have that. We know we have the best community out there. And so to that, I want to say thank you. It's really easy for me to want to take from our community. And what I mean by that is I find value, right? I love this community because this goes back to my first resolution of what you've given me, how you helped me learn, how you comforted me through my house fire, how this became such a great, unique community. And so therefore, number one, I want to give back. But I also want to show how grateful I am. And that is just to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Sasha. We all know we have one of the greatest admins out there, period. Thank you to what he does for this team, for this token, where we could have had so many times where maybe, hey, well, we're going to do a new token, or let's do this, or maybe we're not ready yet, and whatever. But he's kept us rolling forward and kept the team going. So thank you. Thank you to Moose, who is there trying to do something completely different. We're sitting here thinking, hey, when are we going to get these out? When the NFTs dropping? When the NFTs dropping? And of course, we want them to drop. Hold on 1 second, muting so I can drink and cough. We want them to drop. But we're doing an NFT that's never been done before with the app and the augmented reality, the 3D modeling. You cannot, you can't put a time frame on something that's never been done before, because there's no way to guess how long it'll take to do something that's never been done before. And so while we roadmap and we want to keep pushing our roadmap and we want to meet the goals of the roadmap, we also want to say thank you to especially Sasha and Moose for just, having the guts and the wherewithal to say, we're going to do something different. We're not going to just drop an NFT like everybody else and do a cute little picture and then make it an 8 or 16-bit picture. What we're going to do is change the landscape. Sure, win NFTs. When are we going to do all this stuff? Great. But we're here. We're at it. And we're changing the world. And so thank you to you all, because we're all getting value in our token because of what you've done. And despite us, but because of you. So thank you. I want to say thank you to the other mods that are on the Telegram and that I've gotten to know. And a lot of them, having come on the show. But because you have no idea how valuable your little, answering one question to somebody who's new, especially the community who comes in when people need help. You have no idea the value that you do, not just for the token. I mean, we love to help because, it's part of being part of a community token. And part of a meme token is to answer those questions, is to invest, is to shill and tell people we're gonna moon and all this stuff. But you're changing lives and you don't even know. I keep thinking of two things. Like, no one would have known how you all helped me through a house fire until I ended up saying it on the first episode of the POODLCAST, right? Well, other people are struggling with things, and you have no idea how you could actually be helping them, either by growing their investment so that they can end up, feeding a family in a third world country or whatever, right? Or whatever their home situation is. They really need this money. We've seen conversations where people say, hey, I need to sell at 10x because I live in a poor area and this is what I need to do. And there's other people who said, no, I'm not selling until it's 100 or 1,000x, whatever your number is. And that's fine. Everyone has their own reasons. But you're giving value to people by educating them, by being there, by teaching them how to do it, encouraging to hold, teaching them about the tokenomics and teaching them about what it means to hold crypto in a meme token specifically. So thank you for that. And then the second thing I think about is, remember when we had Canadians for Disabled Kids, we had Kristen on, and she said she's the one who told us how our money went to help 6 kids get paired with service dogs. I mean, it's really cool to say, hey, we help a charity. But we don't ever think about it until we hear those words and went, oh, that's the impact we have. We have a true impact, not just giving money, which is great. I mean, every charity wants money. Right? And while they want money, the reason for the money is to do something that impacts lives. And to see how we had an opportunity to do that really just it changed me as a person, made me see the value in us as what we're doing. So that to me is huge. And so thank you to, and so that being said, for those who are out there shilling online, getting involved in the Telegram, thank you. Know that you could be changing lives in ways you haven't seen, right? You don't know until you know. So that education you're doing for somebody could be helping them. Buying into Poodle, donating. Remember, a third, 0.33%, right, of every transaction goes to charity and our charity partners. So that means you are helping kids just by buying, just by holding, by encouraging other people to buy. Yeah, it even goes when someone sells, but still, we want to hold. Remember the whole how close we are to mooning just by holding and buying up the open tokens. But that's huge. So know that you're changing lives and impacting lives, even if you don't know that you're changing lives and impacting lives, because you are. It happened to me. We know, with 50,000 holders between our different exchanges and the DeFi, we know that we are impacting other people. The odds tell you that. I'm sure I wasn't the only person. I'm sure people here on the chat could probably say how they've been impacted by the community and found something through this community. So to that, I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to say, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you for that. Keep up the good work. And I'm going to say thank you on behalf of all the people who don't yet have a voice to say thank you themselves. So that being said, I can't speak today. That being said, those are my 5 New Year's resolutions. My resolutions for crypto, the resolutions for Poodle. We are so close, everybody. We have the greatest community, the greatest token out there. So you're all a blessing to me. I hope that you found some of these New Year's resolutions helpful. We got a good episode next week, so I'm gonna keep it a little surprise. But I'm back home next week. I'll be in my home studio, and I got a little surprise. So hopefully you'll enjoy this one. I'll give you a hint. If you followed my last tweet with the poodle in the boat, there you go. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with some AR next week. So we'll do a little education in that as well. So hey, everyone, have a great week. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was great talking to you. Find your New Year's resolutions, whatever they are. I hope that they have to do with building into our community, helping our community, and helping our community grow. Buy some more Poodle. Go buy some. We've got great things. Follow the Telegram. We've got good competitions coming up. A buy competition. Of course, we got the NFTs to go get some. Push that app. Go download the app. Tell 100 of your closest friends. We've got this. We're going to have a great year ahead here. So it's amazing to think that we're in 2022. Just think where we'll be in December with this token. So hey, love you all. Have a great one.